And when the band is on stage, you can only need one thing. The band is on stage. Robbie, remember that lackluster opening we did this morning when I was real low key?
Yeah.
Let's not do that now. I need you to get this place to a fever pitch.
Okay.
Right now.
Washington, D.C. Are you ready? Are you ready to tell Jensen and Jared how awesome you've been all weekend long? Any way you want it, do what you need, any way you want it.
All you good people of Washington, D.C. and all the surrounding counties, let's make this official and say hello to Jensen and Jared Cadillac. What's happening back there? What's going on up here? You having a good time today? I don't believe you. Well, we're here to continue that. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rich. Hello.
Yeah, see you later, guys. I guess I fucked off. We can say what we really think about it.
How you doing, dude?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
A little hoarse.
That reminds me of the show.
Nope.
Just kidding.
Oh boy.
Just a little hoarse.
Why the long face? Norton, come on.
He's just not about the
I tried.
6-inch pianist.
Howdy, y'all. He and I were chatting. I can't help but be, I mean, this is maybe 150 or 200 times we've been able to travel through the city and meet some of the SPN family and see some of our, long-standing SPN family. I can't help but feel so fucking grateful right now to look out and have this. Don't worry, I'm not going to be all emotional and shit. We're going to goof around soon. But for now, I hope y'all all know how important y'all are individually and how grateful I am, grateful we all are to have this family that we've been able to see the nation and the world together. I'm just really grateful. I'll be goofy soon, I promise.
And for those of you that are playing the drinking game, that was 4 y'alls.
But if y'all don't, y'all, not you, y'all.
We're up to 8 now, so it's going to be a long afternoon. Yes, echoing what Jared said, it's great to be here. It's always great to see you guys, some familiar faces, some new faces out there. How many of you have never been to a convention?
So first timers are where?
First time SBA. Really?
What do you think? Somebody over there was like,
It's like I thought this was the Game of Thrones convention.
y'all are the vampire daddies, guys. You're too tall. There I go. Anyways, thank y'all for coming out and for bringing us out. We've said this a few times, though the WGA, the Writers Guild, is in a different place than it was a couple weeks ago. Thank God. Go Writers Guild. Our union is still in a certain situation, so please forgive us and thank you in advance if we have to kind of dance around to make sure that when the strike is over, we can still work, because we'd love to bring a certain show back to y'all at some point in time.
Wait, what?
It's more words. So we're trying to play by the rules. It's difficult for us to play by the rules, so we give it a shot today. So thank you in advance. I respect, will you what? You respect that? Okay, that's awesome.
I respect that you respect that.
I respect that you respect and you respect that. Us respecting that. So that's 4 respects for the drinking game.
Yeah, that's 4 respects.
5.
That's 5, that's now 6.
6. Jeez.
Someone turn
I
off.
was told there'd be no math, so
Let's go to geometry. Take a right. How are you? Sorry to interrupt.
she's like, just wait for you guys to shut up. That's
Her internal monologue.
My name is Janine. I'm from Selbyville, Delaware, tiny little town in Delaware.
yeah, Delaware.
Who's, Judy, I'm so sorry. Is somebody actually from Delaware? There were a lot of like, woos!
Yeah.
Okay, 3 people from Delaware. We got some peeps here, Janine, so all good.
They have a nice beach.
How long have you guys been friends?
I'm gonna say something weird.
Are you?
I don't even have to look. That's how weird it is. I don't even have to look. I'll say this. We all have our beliefs, you know, like why we're here, what here is. This isn't the first lifetime we've been friends. So, what are y'all from Delaware or something? Technically, objectively, this time around, it was what? January 05? February 05?
Well, that's when we met.
Yeah. But he was teaming Drummer Girls for 5 years before.
I'll say this. When we met, there was certainly a pretty fast connection between he and I, and it
That was
happened.
pretty, he was fast.
Right.
I'll allow it.
Got faster with age.
That's what she said.
Don't apologize.
It's true.
Shit. When we met was the day of, somebody heard the story, was the day that we were auditioning for the roles in front of the studio and the network. And usually when they do that, they bring a few different actors to read for the same role. So I would go, I was assuming I would see, 2, 3, maybe even 4 other actors reading for the role of Dean, and then 3 to 5 guys reading for the role of Sam. When I walked into the network building, there was one guy sitting there, and it was this guy. And I looked at I kind of gave him a nod, he gave me a nod, and I walked over to the sign-in sheet, just like a doctor's office, you go and check in.
What kind of name is that?
Yeah, I was like, how do you say your last name? You know you can change your name professionally, Alicia Collins, and it's like really just a photo on that one, whatever your name is. No, but we met then and said kind of quick, hey, how you doing? What are you reading for? I'm reading for Sam. I'm reading for Dean. Oh, cool. And then I kind of sat down and we were kind of chilling there in the waiting room. I was like, has there been anybody? He's like, no, and it was just our 2 names on a sign-in sheet. So I was like, this is kind of weird. He's like, yeah. So we sat there kind of going over our, lines or whatever. Somebody comes in and says, you guys want to come back? We'll bring you back together. I'm like, oh, all right. Usually they would bring us back individually. We would perform the scene with a casting or a casting director or a casting director's assistant would read the lines opposite, but they brought us in together into the room, and so we read this scene. It was the scene where Dean is trying to convince Sam to come on the road with him. And
I can't do this without you.
Yeah. Dad gave me 45 at that scene. And we read the scene together for the first time in front of 30 suits. And immediately I was like, oh, this guy knows how to play. This guy, I can play ball with this guy. Like immediately, there was a sensibility that he had with his delivery. He was reacting to everything I was saying. And it felt really natural. So
Super.
He earned that, definitely.
Today's a good day.
So when we read the scene, we left. They were like, okay, just give us a few moments to talk it over. We walked out in like this other holding room. We were sitting there. I was like, nice job, man. I was like, yeah, you too. And we kind of sit there and they come back out and they're like, okay, they want you to come back in and we're going to give you some notes and try some different things. We're like, oh, okay. We walked back in and in the room, which this is very rare, like I don't even think I've ever heard of them doing this. They all stood up and just clapped and said, congratulations, you guys are doing. So we left there knowing that we were about to work together. And
We bought so much shit.
Oh. And I think it was you, I think we exchanged phone numbers like right then, and then it was not a day or two later that he invited me over to his house, and we played ping pong, and it was then and there that a friendship was born.
I'm going to tell 2 other stories that are kind of funny. So I live, for those of y'all familiar with Los Angeles and the Valley area, there are a lot of...
Like, oh my God. Totally.
There are a lot of adult videos filmed in the area, and I live next to an adult video actor, pornium, is that what you want to I'll use your word. She said pornium. Jensen came over, and we're like two 20-year-old guys, 27-year-old guys. We love the relationships, but during the night we're playing ping pong, and we have like a keg, and all these actresses are like coming in and out. He's like, where do you live, dude? I don't know. But then I've never told this story publicly, and I wonder if you remember it.
Oh, there's another one.
I mean, what?
I think I
There's
read
several
that.
stories, but this is one, and we've never talked about this ever. I don't know if you recall.
Maybe for a reason?
Let's do it in public. Not a word of a lie. When we met and we were auditioning, one of my makeup artists on Gilmore Girls was talking about like eye patches and stuff because I get a little squinty if I don't sleep or whatever. I have allergies. My eyes are really reactive. And I met Jensen. I think it was between the first time we read and the second time we read for the suits. And I was like, hey dude, like how do you get your eyes so big? Remember that? He gave me that look. I was like, because I was like, oh, he knows some shit I don't. What do you do to make your eyes big? He's like, what? I don't know. I don't know. Listen, do you recall that?
I do recall you being more squinty when you were younger. He had this like he was so brooding. Y'all remember that? Like, beginning of the unnatural show we're talking about?
Wait. What are you talking about?
What? How do you get your eyes so big?
Open that.
Dude, I love Keanu Reeves. What is that?
What did that have to do with the makeup artist?
I was just talking like, because my eyes would get really.
Oh, you were asking.
So I was still on Gilmore Girls, and if I didn't sleep well, my eyes would kind of not really open. And so she was like, well, you can put cucumbers or whatever in your eyes to help them open up. And then I met you, and I was like, you have giant eyeballs. What do you do? It's true. And eyeballs, the word eyeball was first coined by whom? The Bard.
Shakespeare. Oh, really?
Thank you.
Why?
Yeah.
You made it
The ball in your eye.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something.
By the way, bro, I thought you were going to tell the story about.
No.
Tell it.
That's rough.
Now you have to.
From Beaverton?
Tell it.
From Beaverton, Oregon?
True story.
It was a neighbor who came over and had a very interesting conversation with us. And I want to tell you what.
Come on.
It's inappropriate!
And this is where you draw the line?
She was very lovely. She was nice.
It's a
Thank you,
secret.
Delaware. Thank you, Janine. Let's change the subject, please.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, I'm such a huge fan of you. I just want to know. Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry. I just want to know. Me and my friends, we just want to know what you do for your skin. Oh, and also, okay, no, you don't have to answer. Oh, yeah, you don't have to answer that one. What about ping pong?
So, start with the first question.
Let's start with the fact that I'm so happy we took such a long time answering that question. So you have to stay squatted over there.
Hey guys, if y'all haven't met this amazing best human I've ever met. So for my skin, I took pictures of you and just try and meta out. Ping pong, we were pretty split. We were kind of 50-50.
That's, I think, why we were like, okay, all right.
We were both trying to win.
Oh yeah, no, we were.
Sweat everywhere.
Oh, it was.
I think I'm still sore from playing ping pong with you 20 years ago.
No.
Is that a
And then
euphemism?
it was a bad idea when we brought a ping pong table and brought it on the set. Because anytime we would have breaks, lighting breaks or whatever, usually like, a lighting setup could be, anywhere from like 20 to 45 minutes. So we would go next door to the soundstage and we'd start playing ping pong. Well, the longer the lighting break, the sweatier we became. And then we'd come back to set, just, all the makeups,
Sweat stains on clothes.
The makeup people are fanning us, trying to cool us down, and we're just like, all right, let's go, what are we ready? And then it would cause a delay because they had to like cool us down, and so,
They had to hide it, right?
eventually the ping pong table would miss it.
Yeah, we missed
The whole thing would just up and vanish one day.
it. True story.
That's how we got, that's how producers, directors had to govern us. They would just take shit away. The Impala, if you remember, used to have a spotlight. On like a police spotlight. It didn't anymore. Because we would blind the camera operators on purpose. On a consistent basis. The Impala also lost a horn at a certain point during the show.
True story. Yeah.
Jack, he took the horn out. Because anytime somebody like, one of our camera operators would be leaning across the hood going like, and just cut to the inside of the Impala and I go, children.
They realized pretty quickly they couldn't ask us not to do something, they would just take it away.
Yeah.
It was like if you're like, I gotta stop eating junk. Like, don't keep Cheetos in the pantry. Like, they just took the Cheetos away. They took away the light, the horn.
Radio.
Radio, that's right. The radio used to work. It doesn't. It does now. Okay, sorry. Let's. What is your question?
Hi, I'm Lorraine. I've been a fan since I was 12, and I turned 20 this year. So I was wondering what advice you have for someone embarking on their 20s.
I remember Jensen saying how badly he wanted to answer this question. When was your birthday?
June.
June what?
June 10th.
Okay, all right. I have my cousin is June 10th. My cousin Chris.
Keep stalling. Keep stalling.
Funny you mentioned, my dad is June 9th. My friend Logan is June 9th. My niece is June 16th.
Entering into your 20s, I would say you've got so far to go in the best way.
Yeah.
Don't get hung up on stuff that will seem so trivial 10 years from now. Don't waste your time. There's a book, I think it's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Find that, read that, use that. But also just, even if you just take that title, like Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, is we inevitably as people, we focus on things that just, bring us to places emotionally that it has no purpose. Like that kind of stuff is just going to be gone. So I would say 20s is the perfect time to explore, to have fun, to live your life, to dream big, and don't sweat the small stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I will add, have you ever had like surgery? Random question. Well, you get like pain meds, and it says like, do not drive, do not operate heavy machinery, do not sign any contracts. Do not drive, do not operate heavy machinery. What's it?
I have my wisdom tooth out, so just remember.
Okay, well, there you go. Same rule, like don't sign any long-term contracts, don't operate heavy machinery, don't drive. But seriously, what Apple is saying, your 20s are not the latter part of your life, it's the beginning of your life. And I will add to what he's saying about explore, figure out who you are. explore your first 20 years. Happy late birthday, first and foremost. But explore kind of how you got to where you are. The earlier you look into what's made you you and what works for you and what doesn't work for you, the better it's going to be. I started too late. I started like 35. And so I've been working, I'm not kidding, but I've been working back trying to figure out like what happened when I was 0 to 20. That kind of informed who I am these days. So just be curious, be kind, be compassionate, keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome.
I'm actually originally from Baku, Azerbaijan.
Buffalo by Jaundice?
Baku, Azerbaijan. It's a post-Soviet Union country.
Oh, Azerbaijan! No, wait, that's one of 3 countries that starts with A.
Yeah.
I heard botulism by Jaundice.
She's originally from Azerbaijan.
It's the nerves. You probably didn't hear it.
Do you know the other 2 countries that start with an A? I think it's 2.
Albania, Australia,
Oh shit, there's one more.
Korea,
I think it's Argentina, Azerbaijan, Afghanistan, Albania,
Australia,
Australia. I guess it's 5. Right, shut up. AT, yeah, fuck off. I gotta look that up. I'm sorry, Lucy. Next time I will have my stats strong.
Well, welcome to DC.
Yes. Does not start with an A. It's a B. Okay, yeah, hi.
So I started watching Supernatural and Girls at the same time to learn conversational English because I came to the States at 12 years old. So it was a little.
Those couldn't be different. Like, Gilmore Girls is so not conversational. It is verbal diarrhea.
It's actually also physical diarrhea.
Well, when I watch it, yeah.
American spoke, so I
That's what's
wanted to watch
you do in the Northeast.
That's amazing. You speak wonderful English. Your
I'm
accent.
23 now, and I'm watching both. I started watching both shows at 13, so it's been 10 years. And so my question is, what's your favorite, looking back, what's your favorite funny story in the time that you've known each other?
With each other.
In the time that you've known each other.
Got it. Favorite fun story. You said you're 23?
I am.
Okay, so we met when you were 3. So we've been through a lot. And, I mean, if y'all had a week, I could probably go through.
We do.
We met when he was a year younger than you.
Oh, yeah, I realized that I was watching. It was a lot to.
So that's, he's giving you a warning. This is what happens. 18 years, 20 years later. That's a great question. You know, I remember, I'll say a funny story. There's so many. This is what popped up into my head. When Jensen was, he was already a parent, but he was, yeah, you were about to have, Danielle was pregnant with twins. We're on set. Our friend Richard Spade was directing, and we were like an hour away from the airport. And there was kind of a hard out, which means basically you have to wrap by 4 a.m. or something. It was a nighttime sequence, exterior, so we do it often. We film from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. or whatever. But we have to get to the airport by 4 a.m. or something. So we go, we're living kind of in the downtown area. We go out an hour away. And we're shooting, and we're all aware, like there's a code word, like getting on start labor or whatever, go to the airport. And for some reason, I was like, and he's extremely responsible, organized, never forgets his ID, his passport, his credit card, his whatever he needs, he's got it. But for some reason, midday, I'm like, Jensen, have you touched your passport today? And he's like, no.
What a dumb thing to ask him. Why would you do that?
Yeah, middle of shooting a day, and for some
And I'm
reason,
like, he's messing with me. He's just messing with me.
yeah, he thought I was messing with him, like I was pranking him or something.
Like,
Yeah, you're just trying to add stress to a stressful day, like a true friend. That's how you know you've got real, like, true friends, guy friends. Like, we try to destroy you.
It's brutal at times, but I was like, hey dude, go. He's like, yeah, it's my bad. It's always my bad. You know, we would leave the country every week to go home or go to a con or wherever. He's like, dude, it's always the same pouch in my bag. I was like, all right, well, just go, next time you go to your trailer, just go touch it. Okay, just unzip it and just touch your passport.
That's what she said.
He's like, dude, I think he's thinking I pranked him. I sent him the trailer and hid it.
Just unzip it.
And so,
And I was like, I'm not falling for it. Not even gonna go and look. And I got in my trailer and I was like, okay, I'll bite. And I go, and I unzip the zipper, where it always is. It's not there. So I was like, Jared! Go out my trailer, go and knock on his trailer door. You're like, hey! Open the door, like, where is it? He's like, what? My passport. Come on, go, not today.
now I thought he was pranking me.
Not today. Yeah, and you were like, I don't have it. And I'm like, I'm gonna beat your face off.
Phrasing.
And I'm like, seriously, come on. And he's like, dude, I don't have it.
Yeah, I'm not messing with you, man. I don't have it. I literally just said that because we have to go straight to the airport to get to Austin, so you can be there for birth of your twins. And it kind of occurred to him. He's like, he goes back and he looks, doesn't find anywhere.
So I went back in my backpack and I'm like rifling through it now, like.
Then he comes back out and he goes, dude, I don't know how you knew. And to this day, I don't know how I knew either. Long story short, he realized that it was left.
It was in my jacket pocket that was still in Austin. And I had come back and used like a Nexus card that doesn't get you back in. You had to have a passport to get back in the States.
Right.
So I got into Canada, but that's how I was able to get into Canada. But getting back in the States, you have to have your passport. And it was still in my jacket pocket.
In Austin.
In Austin. And I just went white.
He went white. Fortunately, we were able to call a buddy of ours who's in law enforcement in Austin and tell him the situation. And so he made some calls to customs or TSA or whatever. Said, hey, these guys are flying in. They are who they say they are. Like, he has a driver's license, not his passport, but we can get it to you tomorrow. Get a picture or something. So he was able to make the birth.
Also, she asked for a fun story. That wasn't fun. It was for me.
Yeah, that's fun. I don't know. What occurs to you? Yeah. Don't tell the cruise.
I don't know. This is, like he said, this is what, 18-year friendship we've had going. We've spent, for the majority of those 18 years, we probably spent more time. We definitely spent more time with each other than any other human on the planet. So there are a lot of. Hey, you're welcome. There are a lot of stories, a lot of which we have shared with you guys. It's hard to pick one. I'll say that this isn't one specific story, but I'll tell you what I miss about you and I working together so often. And that was, it was the times in between those setups, those shots, where he and I would go and spend time just literally in the trailer. Like a lot of times, like you go to a show, you go to a movie set, and a lot of times when they yell cut, actors go to their respective spaces and work on their stuff or just their time. So he and I didn't stop hanging. Like we would just go into each other. I'd just go in there and sit on his couch and watch his TV with him, and we would just chill out and hang. And it was weird that that continued because we never got tired of each other, which I think speaks volumes when you spend that much time together. And I think it's also why we're still here today, and we're still making stories. But it's also, she asked for a fun story. That wasn't fun. That was for me. Yeah, that's fun. I don't know. What occurs to you?
Yeah,
That was, we're bound to happen. Kidding.
How are you?
Hi.
Hi, my name is Casey, and I'm from Virginia.
Casey, welcome to DC.
Virginia's for lovers.
You skipped over my joke here. I said, Casey, welcome to DC.
It's not a joke. It's not even close to being humorous.
But you're
No,
actually in
that's your
Virginia.
left, right? The humorous?
Not even in DC.
I broke my humorous. That wasn't funny.
What's going on?
I'll stop. Okay, I get it.
I'd like to take that. I am sick of him. It just happened. It just happened. That was it. That was the camel that broke the straw's back.
Hi, Casey.
Okay, so
Welcome to DC.
You're not in DC.
Those were pity
This
laughs.
is Virginia.
That was the camel. Hi, what's up?
I have a quick thank you before I ask my question.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to say on the show that you guys worked on for 15 years, the relationship between your characters was intense and beautiful, and it is the heart and soul of the show, and supernatural. The show wouldn't exist without it, and I just wanted to say thank you for portraying that with the respect and the love that you did for 15 years, because that means a lot to so many of us.
You're welcome.
And then my question is, when was the time you had a decision that was very hard to make, and you weren't sure about it, but it ended up paying off?
So you flipped a coin.
When did we have a decision to make? On set or in life?
In general, yeah.
Oh, gosh. That's a great question. Jeez. I mean,
When did you make that decision?
I think we both have a similar story that could be an answer. I think for mine, it feels very real right now, obviously sitting amongst y'all. My decision to train, no, fuck
Drink.
I was going to be very sweet about this until you know. No, I think honestly, I think the most important decision, I think the most integral, powerful decision I ever made was probably the scariest. It was to quit college and to drive out to Los Angeles to try and be an actor. It's really scary, and going back to our friend who is 20 and was asking about how to approach your 20s, I was 17 at the time, but the same rule kind of goes, like try on all the different hats you can. Try it, go give it a shot. You're still learning who you are. I'm 41, and I'm a husband and a father and a friend and all that, and I'm still learning who I am and why I'm who I am. And 20, before you have a spouse or kids or dogs or mortgage or whatever, is a great time to go give it a shot. Give it a shot. Because you'd rather try and learn that it's not for you than never try.
Did you have a backup plan? Like,
Yeah.
what was it?
College, back to college.
Go back to college.
Yeah, I had some hours.
Already logged from AP courses?
AP courses, yeah.
That's a smart ass.
Got a great ass. Did you? I want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I'm gonna echo what Jared said. And I did almost the exact same thing, which is one of the many things that we had in common. Our kind of origin story was very similar. I was set to go to college, and kind of at the last minute. I mean, I had courses set. I had a dorm room. I had already a roommate assigned. I was going to have that college experience, and it was just a few weeks before I was supposed to report for duty there on campus that I said I'm actually going to go to LA, go to Hollywood, and give it a shot. And I think my dad was like, "I'll give you 6 months." But But it wasn't, they were incredibly supportive, but he was like, listen, why don't you go out there, why don't you try it for a semester? And then if you realize that it's just not for you, you don't feel like you want to do that, you want to come back, then you can just start school for the second semester. You start college the second semester, so I was like, okay, and that was, I drove out and I never came back. I started working right away and just kept working. But like Jared said, it was, it's those little decisions that can have a big effect, but don't put so much weight on every decision to thinking that it will have a big effect. I've made a ton of decisions in my life that have had little or no effect at all. But the ones that stand out, there was another one, I was on a show, a soap opera, for a number of years, and she probably doesn't even know what that is. And
I did opera?
I did, with soap. They wanted me, I did 3 years on that show, they wanted to extend my contract and do 3 more years. And I, as a 20-year-old at that time, was like, this is amazing. Like, I came in, I did a good enough job that I'm getting rewarded with a bigger contract, and they were gonna, the pay was gonna like triple, and I was gonna like, it was a dream to come true kind of thing. But like, this is insane. And I had one amazing actress pulled me aside. Now everybody else was like high five and cheered, like, congratulations, we heard about the contract extension, that's great, it's awesome. Looks like you could be here for another few years. And I had a woman who pulled me aside and said, no, you're not. You need to go. And not in a way of like, she didn't want me to go, in a way of, there's other things for you out there that I think you need to go explore more. And so, against all odds, I was like, okay, I will. And that's a decision that has definitely paid off.
Thank you. Because coming to this con was a really big decision for me financially, as well as just like getting here. And I didn't.
Are you the one that this is like your first adult trip?
Yeah, this is my first anything ever.
First anything ever?
Yeah.
This is the first time you've like stayed at a hotel?
On my own, yes.
On your own? First trip that you've taken on? One of many.
I hope so, yes.
Yeah, good for you.
Not your last. So keep exploring, keep searching for those firsts. Way to go. Proud of you.
Hi, I'm Hillary. I'm from Connecticut. So I just rewatched the whole series again with my husband, who go there. And it's so beloved for us, just like everybody here. And so I was wondering, do you guys have any shows or movies you rewatch or books you reread that are really cherished, and why do they mean something to you?
Awesome. Thank you. And where's your husband? Hey, thank you, buddy. Yeah. So twice? You've seen him twice? Amazing.
More than that.
I wasn't judging.
I am.
Yeah, I have some like feel-good shows. I try not to reread books, believe it or not. I just feel like there's so many that I would love to read, but I try and reread. I have reread Into Thin Air, John Krakauer, awesome book. Yeah, and then when I find myself rewatching shows, it's from my childhood. Like I'll put on Garfield or Simpsons. Eating Ninja Turtles for sure. That was a special one. Which turtle am I?
Mm-hmm.
Who's my favorite? I'm probably Michelangelo. But my favorite was Donatello. Yeah. And I always grab, I think it's because I could always find a stick and hit people with it. It was hard to find nunchucks or sai or swords. My parents wouldn't let me have those. I found a stick though. and pretend I was Donatello. And he had that purple outfit, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, Leonardo's pretty cool.
Donatello was blue.
Leonardo's blue. How dare you?
Raphael's red.
Raphael's red, Michelangelo's orange.
Why are we talking about this? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And I see you. Yeah. Your wife's still pregnant. You might want to take care of that. She's been pregnant for 10 years.
So when I do rewatch things, it's from my childhood. What about you?
I have, this was unintentional, the show is just always on. But my daughter, my 10-year-old daughter, has found Friends.
Sorry.
And I have forgotten how entertaining that show really is. So it's been fun to, and it's just, because it's like, I don't know which station it is, TBS or whatever, but it's just always, so anytime we're in the kitchen, she'll come in and she'll throw it on and sit down and we'll be just doing stuff, but it's on and, I'll just hear, and I'll just start laughing. But, we were on a break. Yeah, that's another thing, I forget how many iconic sayings came from that show. I mean, what a powerhouse of a show that is. But as far as like a genre type show, I don't know. I'm kind of like Jared. Like once I watch it, I'm going back and rewatching it. I feel like I'm missing out on the opportunity of seeing something new. I do have films that I keep on my iPad whenever I'm traveling or something, and I've downloaded. And there's one particular movie that I don't watch it from beginning to end. I usually just will fast forward to and watch scenes of No Country for Old Men, because I just think it's a master class in filmmaking.
I'm like that with Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah. Oh, anything Tarantino. Like I got Hateful Eight. I've been rewatching scenes in Hateful Eight, which, I mean, that could be a stage play. I think it was originally, he wrote it for almost being able to do that, but it's, yeah, so I get the wanting to go back and kind of revisit those things, because it does give you those nostalgic emotions, but also, new experiences. Like I'm sharing this with my daughter, so that's kind of a fun new experience.
It's also so, I guess I'm questioning my earlier statement about how I want to read new things, because it's very interesting if you watch the same show or movie or read the same book at different points in your life, what you pick up. So maybe I'll just like start binging Supernatural. I will say, not a word of a lie, I've probably watched 15 or 20 reaction videos to the finale by the time. I'm like, I start out, I'm like, they don't know what's about to happen. Neater, and then once Dean meets the post, and they go, I'm like, same. So I have watched, I think, every single one. But yeah, I'd be interested to go back and revisit that show that we worked on that one time.
You just talked about a scene from it.
Yep.
We're gonna get canceled by our own union.
I said that show. Super normal show.
No, it's not super normal. It's anything but normal. It's unnatural.
Thank you for your question, and thank you, hubby, for being here as well.
It's happy normal.
Hi, how are you?
Hi guys, my name is Nicolette and I'm from Alexandria, Virginia.
Well, you can't be from Delaware and Alexandria. Take it easy. Okay.
So everyone has heard of a bucket list. It's something that someday we're going to make happen.
Yeah.
I've recently heard of a term called the fuck it list, where you're going to fuck it and do it now. Not now.
I was going to make that story with the porn stars.
passionate too.
Yeah, no, I'm angry, I'm scared. Stay between us.
If you have the means to do so, you should just do it right now, because what's the point? You only have one life to live, you know? So.
Oh, I get it. It's just the way you said it. He liked it. Sip, boom, bonjour. Bonsoir.
Is what would your current bucket list item be?
Who or what? So just hear it out? Okay, well.
I told you, I'm faster with old age.
I'm pretty fast. So, to clarify, what is on our bucket list?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Not Jesus Christ. Never Julia is not my thing. I'm sorry?
Would you like to hear mine so you have some inspiration?
Yeah, let's do that.
This is gonna be great.
I would personally like to spend time on my Dungeons and Dragons campaign and stop working as hard as I am right now.
Wait. You'd rather work on your Dungeons and Dragons campaign and work less? Is that what you said? This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong with our society. That's not a. No.
It's work. I believe it. Okay, then yeah, they can push over the boundaries.
Where'd all the workforce go? They're playing Dungeons and Dragons! Because of the list, the rise of the bucket list!
That's why the government shut down.
Yes! You're all playing D&D!
Fair enough. Okay, my edit list. That's really tough. Good question. God, I'm stumped, dude. Like, I'm stumped. I don't have all of that. I'm thinking, like, whatever hamsters are left in my brain are furiously running.
It can be something small. It doesn't have to be this big thing.
Whoa, why does last matter?
It's how you use it, right? It's how you use your time.
For those of you who are new, I apologize.
For my friend here, he's a little slow.
The train has derailed.
Yes.
Let's get her on track.
It was never.
But it's so far off now.
Do you have kids?
No.
Okay. So I think it changes when you have kids. For me, I would love to travel. What's that?
No, without them.
I would be this question. Do you have kids?
Yeah, am I under oath? Am I being subpoenaed? Fuck no. They can travel as well somewhere. They're welcome to, just not where I am. Sure, with the kids. Yes. Just in case my wife watches this on YouTube, I want to travel with the kids and my wife. Because I love them so very much. Believe it.
Until they stop
Jensen?
No.
You can't put no on your bucket list.
No! I don't have either list. I got responsibilities.
What's on your responsibility list?
I can't just go play D&D. I got people with mouths to feed. A house lights to keep on. I gotta go to work. I got an idea. Take your lists.
Please say it. I heard you in my brain.
But you heard me.
Osmosis.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I have been asked the bucket list. I have not been asked the bucket list for, but I honestly don't have either. And I mean that. I am still at the age of like I have responsibilities. I have things that I need to do, that I need to get done, that I want to get done in order to facilitate certain things in my life. Some of those bring me joy, and some of those are just responsibilities that I need to take care of. Because I'm an adult.
He doesn't know how y'all do things in Alexandria, Virginia, but he's got some shit to do. Thank you very much for your question. Will you say hi to Castiel? Also known as, I believe, Dimitri Jude. Dimitri Jude, aka Castiel. Just a much better looking Castiel. Oh, I got two!
Well, I'm playing, that's two.
So we are, have you been to a convention before? Our third one. Yes, yeah, so they've been to three, this is the third. Thank you so much for coming up and being here. And look at your SBM camera.
You want me to read it?
Okay. Oh, come on, you got it.
Okay, so ever since you were given the Impalas, you guys had any updates. I also thought I'd let you guys know that I also have an Impala of my own that is going to be in work soon.
That's awesome. What year? So it's a 68 Impala. That's awesome. Where?
Right now it's in my yard back at home.
Amazing.
What's your question?
Ever since you guys got the Impalas, you guys have any updates?
Oh, updates of the Impalas.
Oh, God.
Don't put baby in the corner.
Don't put baby in the corner.
Jared, both of our respective cars
Yes.
were sent to a
Body shop just outside Houston, between Austin and Houston.
a very reputable place, the Cliffbound course, and they're getting all the work done that we wanted to get done. Mine took longer because it needed to be used for a little show called The Wind Coasters. It looks good. It's almost like a Batmobile. And so I had to pull baby out of the shop, and it went to New Orleans and filmed for a while, and then finally got it back in there
In the corner?
a few months ago. So it's I think it's supposed to be ready this month. And I'll go pick her up, and then I will cruise the back roads of America.
Yeah, we'll get her.
I'll come pick you up.
I'll be there. I'll have to plan on it.
We haven't done it yet, but we do joke about just driving around town at some point, just to see. We may have to we'll put maybe some GoPros or something on the side, just before we get arrested
For grenade launchers in the truck. My only goal with the Impalas is to somehow or another get Mark Shepard into the trunk.
It can be done.
I will say this, here's a funny story. So, have y'all ever heard of a live water? It's like I think it's like pH balanced water or something. Yeah, whatever it is, it's in glass little 3-gallon containers. And we get a subscription, I guess. We get like 5 a month or 5 a week and put in the thing. Because, anyways, the guy, every third Friday, you leave them on your driveway, and they come and they take the empties and they put new ones in. And so the guy who delivered it last time, I guess, was a fan of Supernatural, and my garage door was open, and the Impala's in there, and the picture of Sam Winchester on a horse from French Mistake is right next to it, leaning up against the wall. And I happened to be out with the dogs, and he walked up, and he was carrying water and putting it down, and he looked at me, and he was like, and I looked in the garage, and there's the Impala, and there's Sam Winchester, and cowboy hat on a horse, and he just goes, dude. That was it. I was like, yeah. Oh, I'm on it.
All right, that's it. That's the last question.
Be kind, be silly, be goofy, be yourself. Cheers next.
But be in the